Hey everybody, Ben Thomas here from Market Scale and Pro AV today. Had the fortunate opportunity to take a look at Samsung Display's showroom down here in Dallas. Got to see everything from their education solutions to residential display to the wall to LED walls and things like portable digital signage. But really, there was one thing that kind of stood out to me, and normally it lives a little bit more on their residential side, and that is their frame TV, or I'll call it their frame display. It's really one of those things that kind of merges two of my passions, which is aesthetics and obviously the technology side. It really brings them together seamlessly. So if you haven't had a chance to see it, it's a display that's designed to be eye candy and be visual and beneficial to the room whenever it's not on. So whenever it's not on or displaying TV, there's incredible artwork. There's think of them as like really incredible screensavers and things like that, but it's designed to keep the aesthetic vibe happening while the TV is not in use. As somebody who lives really mostly in the B2B world, naturally my mind shifted a little bit more towards, hey, these are incredible in residential applications, but what are some of the ways that we could see, technology like this be leveraged even outside of the home and into commercial applications and B2B applications and things like that. And there were really a few places that stuck out. The first one is in hotel lobbies and rooms, right? Imagine being able to walk into a hotel lobby that already has incredible art, already has things like cool chandeliers and different art pieces and sculptures. Imagine having a display that in real time can adapt to some of the look and feel of the room. Maybe it's the art pieces change based on what time of day it is, things like that. And that's a really cool application. But imagine even taking that up to the room, right? Where instead of maybe a traditionally bulky TV mounted to the wall, you've got something now that is an aesthetic, that is an art piece whenever it's not in use by the customer or the guest. So really cool application there. I think it'd be incredible to see a lot of those in those hotel and hospitality applications. The second is maybe a more non-traditional one, and that is in healthcare. So, one of the things that our AV community is finding out as we do more business and more work in kind of the healthcare community is that vibe and aesthetics are really important to the patient experience, right? And whether that's things like, color temperature of lighting, all the way to circadian rhythm lighting and tracking and things like that. The aesthetic and the experience is very much part of that recovery process, especially in hospitals. Imagine now, maybe a patient has obviously the TV in their room that they're already using, right? Most hospitals already have that. But imagine that being maybe some of their favorite art pieces, if they were able to go in and select some of the things that they remember from growing up, or maybe some of their favorite artists that have inspired them. Imagine being able to incorporate that experience into the hospital room and recovery process. I think that would be incredible just from a patient experience standpoint as well. And the third place, and this is kind of a fun one for me, is like amusement parks and queues and lines and things like that. It reminds me of an effect that they have on one of the Harry Potter rides at Universal where the paintings interact with each other and it looks legitimately like these are paintings. And if you've seen the frame in person, obviously with the matted screen and the effect, it looks truly like a painting. But I would love to see more applications like that, right? Imagine being able to leverage it not only for the aesthetics and, maybe something like the Haunted Mansion, right? Having it where there are interactive paintings, but also you can use it as wayfinding, digital signage. Imagine if there's an emergency in the queue, something like that. You can now flip those immediately to, exit signs and things like that. So I think there's a lot of application on the commercial side for the technology, and it's something transparently that I'm looking forward to seeing growth in not only our community but at the display world as well. So, look. Really, really impressed by the frame. Got to see it, got to get my hands on it. I've seen it in residential applications, commercial applications. It's just impressive. And if you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, highly recommend that you do that. But in the meantime, everybody treat each other well and love each other.